In this part of the video, we're going to concentrate a little more on the abduction accessory that's available on the size 1 multistander. So at the moment, we've got this product set on quite a small configuration, so this would be set for a child who maybe just started going into a standing program. But obviously, as that child grows, we're going to want to be able to grow the standing frame and just show you how much growth potential there is within the product, and also how to make those adjustments and how the abduction accessory works. So if I rotate around the product, all of the adjustments that we need to make for the abduction and for the leg control are located on the back here. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is loosen off my 2 overall height adjustment bolts, and then actually bring the frame up towards its top end height setting, and then lock those back in. Now I'm going to do this even if I'm making just a small adjustment, because it's easier when you're making those adjustments to do it with a lot more working space. So as we've looked at before, it's this silver pin here that allows us to get that abduction. So again, in terms of giving yourself working space to be able to make those adjustments, sometimes it's easier to set a little bit of abduction on the product. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is drop our foot plate down. So we just loosen our 2 bolts at the top of the mast here, support the foot plate, bring that down, and you can see there that we can get quite a range of adjustments. So if we were making a small adjustment for growth, we can then lock into place and be confident that we've got that exactly where we need it to be. And then we need to adjust our knee support. So I'm going to turn the standing frame back round again, but before I do that, it's this black wing knob at the back here that we're going to be talking about. And we're going to move round. And what I'm just going to quickly do is drop this foot plate down on this side, and then we can focus on the knee support. So that wing knob that we just spoke about a few seconds ago, if I loosen that off, what you can see is that it's actually on an arc of movement. And what this allows me to do is to get that knee support exactly where I want it to be. So you'll see that it allows for backward and forward travel. So if I'm needing to accommodate some knee flexion, I can bring that knee support forward, and I can rotate round so that knee block is more in line with the board if we've got full extension. And then obviously, as our legs grow, we want that knee block somewhere between the board and the foot plate, depending on obviously on the child's needs. And then when we're happy with that position, we simply lock that into place, utilising that wing knob. Now, if we do need to accommodate more knee flexion, or we need some additional fine tuning, what we can see is that where this black bracket attaches to the frame, we actually have a separate white bracket. So if I just move this wing knob forward, you'll see that exposes 2 bolts. And what we're able to do then is loosen those. And that actually allows us for some more movement forward. So that will allow us to create even more knee flexion control in the product. So again, now when I rotate this product back round and we come to this one over here, you can see that I could actually get the knee block to stand quite considerably forward of the support board. So we'd be accommodating quite a significant amount of knee flexion there. And then obviously if we were accommodating that much knee flexion, we want to utilise the ability to angle adjust the foot plate and put that into some plantar flexion to allow for that foot to sit appropriately. When we're happy with the growth that we've got, then what we need to do is bring the overall unit back down to a height where, again, those foot plates are low enough that we've got the child standing very close to where their peer group are, but also ensuring that we allow for those feet to swing out over the frame to create that abduction.